Thank you for watching. I'm Mr. Kellhound, and this is Dark Soul Playthrough. We're picking up from the exact place that we left off last episode. This episode is we are going to be going to the Darkroot Basin, and we are going to be taking out the Moonlight Butterfly, and we are going to meet Witch Beatrix, and we're going to get a ring over here, the Wolf Ring, which is a nice ring that I like to have, and I wear a lot. Once you get up the elevator, just run straight through. You don't even need to fight these enemies over here. These three hollowed soldiers. I just run past them and just keep going. And just try to run. Don't stop. Don't turn around. Don't smell the flowers. Just keep running to the bonfire and rest at this bonfire. It's important because the hollow soldiers will chase you down into this area. Now go back down to the Titanite demon. Actually, before that is we're going to meet the Onion Bro. Actually, I think we already have met him before. Yeah, we have met him. We went over there and we talked to him before. The Siegmeyer. Or if that's how you say it, Siegmeyer, something like that. It's something Meyer. Oscar Meyer. There you go. Then run past the demon, the same thing. Wait till he shoots at you and run, and he'll just keep spamming that lightning blast. And he'll miss you every time if you just keep running. And watch out for these tree guys, these whatever there are. People call them unts, people call them something and something and something. We're just going to take these two guys out. We're not going right this time, we're going straight. We're going to this second guy. And we're taking him out. I was hoping I would get some items. The moss is really nice. You want to kind of farm them for their moss. You want to get there's three different kinds of moss. Purple moss, blooming purple moss, and red or bloody clumped moss. You want to have all three of those moss. Oh goodness, there's a fire truck outside. There's the purple moss clump. There's another purple moss clump. They're really useful for the next bell that we're going to be going to. Once you get past here, there is a soul. Come over here, just keep running, and then over here is this area here that looks like a wall. If you attack it, it will disappear and you will go to here. Supposedly it looks like someone trying to invade me right now because I cannot access this. Oh, goodness. We're going to, if you can rest there, everything will be fine. Then you rest there and use that as your spawn point. You can go here and get a soul, but there will be three tree guys that will come and attack you. I don't like messing with them because they'll attack you every time you come past this area. And I just don't want to mess with it. Go through this white fog here, the white light. Right here. Over here is when you come into this area, run over here and then turn around because there's going to be a tree guy right behind you. Take this tree guy out. And there's the blood red moss clump. I thought it was always bloody, but I guess it's blood red. Right here. It may look like something, attack it. Bring up your shield. Defend, lock on. Attack again, kill it. The Parzan. It is a really useful spear. I use this a lot in PvP. Because people think it's just a spear that you're going to be attacking forward, but it gives you a side strike. Or a swipe ability. A swipe attack. It catches people off guard and it's really easily to yeah, it's really easy to get past someone. With this guy here, is best thing to do with these guys is stay on their back and attack them. You won't deal a lot of damage to them, and they can cast a spell which prevents your character from moving fast. Slows your character down. It is a spell very similar to another spell in the game, or a miracle, which is called Tranquil Walk of Peace. After you kill the guy, go in here. Take down these bushes, and then you will find a summoning sun. Witch Beatrix. I like the Witch Beatrix armor setup. It just really looks nice. Oh, and when you're down here, make sure you switch to the Crest Shield. For this fight, she is really strong for this fight. Next time you can summon her, she's really not that good. Yeah, just look at her setup. I like it. It looks like an actual witch type that you would imagine. And run all the way up all these stairs. Make sure you don't fall off, and then wait right here. Wait for Beatrix. Now that she's behind us, and I really like her hat. I usually wear it a lot. Now we're going to be taking on the Moonlight Butterfly. Lock on to this. Keep your shield up. If you're a magic user, you can attack. But if not, keep your shield up. And stay near it, because Beatrix will not follow after it to attack. You have to stay near this. Beatrix is really sucking right now, but she usually deals a lot of damage to this guy. Because look how little damage I'm being dealt with the shield. I'm just staying next to this butterfly. Once the butterfly gets tired and comes down here, that's when you can attack. Sometimes the butterfly will be dead by the time. And watch out, because once it starts charging something, run away. Like now. This will kill you. It's just pretty much a big old ball of magic energy that will explode. Now that we've killed, Beatrix is here, and then she'll disappear. Now run up to the top over here. Yeah, this is another tower, not the one that you were at first. It was across at the end of the bridge. And if you run up here, you will get some ember. And holy ember, or divine ember, something like that. The guy looks like Andre, but from what the developer said, it's just an pretty much the housing for the embers in the game. So you can actually find the embers. It means nothing, it's just the embers. That's what the developer said. So it isn't Andre, it isn't like random golems that all look like Andre. No, it's just that's how the embers look. And run all the way back down. Do not jump down because you will die. Alright. And my wife is coming in, so I'm probably going to have to end this episode. I'm going to end the episode at the bottom of this. Good day, and thank you for watching. This is Dark Soul Playthrough, and I am Mr. Kellam. We are picking up from where we left off last time, which the video supposedly was really short. Alright, so we just beat the Moonlight Butterfly, and now we are going to explore this area, the Darkroot Basin. Actually, no, not the Darkroot Basin, but the Darkroot Garden. I believe that's what it's called. Now let me turn the volume up so I can actually hear. Alright, good. Okay. Now what we're going to grab is I believe the Parson. Or do we already have it? Yes, we already have it. Now we're going to pick up the Wolf Ring. It is the ring of the Knight Artorias. Okay, you will recognize this area, but the thing that should have happened is this tree should have moved. Because if you look, this tree is moving a little. This tree won't attack you, but you can kill it. Just attack it a few times, get out of your way. Now it's dead. Alright, now we are going off to the lower area. There's going to be another tree that we see, and I believe it will be moving a lot more. These guys are easy to kill. Just stay to their side and attack them a few times. They're dead. Boom. Green Blossom. It's a nice little item that regenerates your stamina a lot quicker when you use the item. So it's nice. This tree, you don't have to mess with it, and I don't want to mess with it because it'll take up some time. Now we're coming over here. We're just going to look. You can see a stone giant right there, and then you can see the entrance to where we want to go. There's going to be another stone giant up here, so watch out for this guy. Want to take him out? You can take him out, but there's a chance that the other one is up and moving right now. We're just going to run through and grab an item. Right now, you've probably seen the last few videos as my character has been alive, and yes, I will try my best to have the character alive for most of the playthrough, because I want the chance to be invaded, so I can actually kick some butt too. Okay, don't know where that came from. Since we killed the Moonlight Butterfly, and now we have the Wolf Ring. We're going to just rest at this bonfire since we didn't have a chance last time, since I was probably being invaded during that time. Rest and level up some. Since I said I'm going to be a dex-based character now, just make that 15. Okay. And as I said, this is going to be a PvP character. So, as I said, one of the most important things about PvP is not endurance, not your stamina, but your HP, your life, the vitality. Because you are going to be attacked or you're going to be hit a lot. A lot of people say is what's important when you're playing the game is your endurance. Because endurance means you're going to be rolling more and trying to avoid attacks. Yes, that is true. Don't get me wrong on that. But the thing is, this is going to be a PvP character. And in PvP, it is very hard to avoid all attacks. And when people attack you in PvP, they hit hard. And I mean really hard, so they can really take you out pretty easily. So you want to have enough life and enough armor to take a few hits. Hence the reason why I'm boosting up my armor. Yes, I like the Baldur Knight armor on a female character. It looks nice. It shows a little. It's pretty much like I say what about a skirt. A skirt should be short enough to cover the subject, but I mean long enough to cover the subject, but short enough to be interesting. And this is how it is. Covers up the subject, but just short enough to be interesting. Yes, and I do know it is a video game and it is just pixels, but still it has the image and looks like a female to me. That is the other reason. And the armor is about strong as the regular knight's armor that you get when you pick the knight character to start out.
Might you consider leaving that with me? I can produce divine weapons with a flame such as that.
Oh, goody.
Don't be seen. I could.
As I said before, is split weapons or leveling up your weapon with magic modifier is divine, magic, lightning, fire, something like that, is not that great. The reason why I say that is because it's split damage. Split damage is more damage it goes through two separate levels of defense, which technically makes your attack and weapon stronger. I mean weaker. Yes, it may seem stronger just by the stats. It might have like a 400 stat, and this weapon has 200, but you have to add the scaling of that weapon into it, which makes that weapon stronger. But if you, with the weapon with the scaling, it is pure magic or pure physical, so there's only one defense to go through, so technically it hits harder. But the reason why I got the Divine is when we go to the Tome of the Giants and we are going to face the boss Nito and the undead skeletons that keep resurrecting, we're going to use that to prevent them from resurrecting anymore. Okay, now since we have our items and since we took out the boss over there, we're going to look at the key that we got from the Watchtower key. The key to the basement of the Watchtower in the Undead Burg. Basement of the Watchtower forms a stone cell, which are rumored to of a hero turned hollow who was locked away by a dear friend, for his own good, of course. So Havel, yeah, that's the key to get to Havel. If you don't have the master key, you can use that to get to Havel, so you can get his ring. But since we already have his ring, we don't have to worry about that, so we're good on that point. And now we go to the basement. The basement key that we got that was right here from the guy that was here. Oh, and something else that I want to show you before I forget. Well, I've noticed at several different bodies that are laying on the ground that were already there, that are already burnt in black for some reason. I'll show you the bodies that I'm talking about. Okay, right here. No, that's not it. Look at it. It is a Baldur Knight. Like the helmet, the armor. That's a Baldur Knight right there. Many of the bodies that you find that are like that are Baldur Knights. Not all of them, but a lot of them are. As this body over here. I don't know if you can see it, but you can see some of it. That's the same type of body. It's a Baldur Knight. Now, since we don't have the distraction, look, a Baldur Knight again. There are several bodies that are like that, which kind of shows from what the armor says. Oh, goodness. Armor worn by the knights of an ancient kingdom of Baldur. It is made from thick iron plates. Baldur was the home of the Night King Rendel, but it came to ruin after a great many undead were spawned. So yeah, and then it also talks about later on with a few different items is that the Night King Randall tried to go to Orlando through all this stuff. So is you'll see a lot of the the Baldur Knight bodies around, which shows you that yeah, he did come through and just remnants of what happened is still there. Okay, good. I'm joining the covenant of the Warriors of Sunlight. I may only have 16 faith, but during when I was farming for items, I helped people several times, which lowered down my faith requirement to join them. You need a 25 level faiths to join them. But if you do not have 25 faith, if you help people, it will lower the requirement by 5 points every time you help someone to the minimum of 10. The many people say 15, the wiki say 15, but I've tested it many times and all you need is 10. Okay, I ran across and I stayed near the wall because the dragon is going to come back, and he's back there. The reason why I'm running across and getting hurt is so I can go here. Before it was locked and you needed the basement key to open it. The master key would not be able to open it. Alright, so now I'm going through and we're going to take out the Kappa demon. If that is, some people say Karpa, Kappa, something like that, but I'm just saying Kappa demon. If I am wrong, please correct me. And don't be a troll or a jerk about it. Just say like, hey, it's actually pronounced this way. So I can be better and I can say, alrighty then, this guy helped me pronounce this properly, so here's credit for him. And the reason why I went up so I can open up that shortcut. That shortcut leads to the Undead Burg near the bonfire. That is in the Undead Burg. Yes, there are a few shortcuts that lead back up to there, which makes that kind of an open area. Now we're going down here and there's going to be 2 dogs that come up at first. You can go around the fire and the fire will kill them with 1 hit. Supposedly they're extremely weak to fire or something, but I don't know for sure.
Somebody, damn, how did this ever happen?
Okay, you need the resident key to open this up. It has one of the first dealers for magic, one of the first merchants that you can buy magic for, or the teacher. And there is also the beginning set sorcerer armor in there, including the dagger and catalyst that you need. I'm not going to open it right now because I'm not working on magic-based character. I'm working on a faith dex-based character, so I don't need that. But if you want to be a magic user character, is go here and have the merch or the resident key that you can get from the undead merchant in the Undead Burg, the undead merchant Mel. Okay, right here is there's going to be 3 undead assassins popping out of here, or the undead thieves that some people call it. Jump attack the door, just so it can deal some damage to them, so you don't have to worry about them, because it's annoying to just deal with 3 of those guys coming at you. They deal, what should I say? They don't deal much damage, but their weapon is the bandit knife, which will cause bleed damage, which, yeah, everybody knows bleed damage is pretty bad. Alright. Okay, down here there's going to be a few, 3 more of them popping up and 2 dogs. What I like to do here is just stay around here and try to aggro one of the dogs. And now the thieves will come out, or the assassins, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, they don't deal much damage, but the bleed is that's what will kill you. And they can parry you and do a backstab, which is kind of cool. Is they parry you, jump over you, like literally just jump over you, flip over you, and then slice your throat, which is actually pretty damn cool. I'm like, damn, that's awesome. Alright. I was hoping to at least get a thief the thief hood, which I like. It looks all creepy and dark. Not the thief's hood, but the hollow thief. Yeah, this only the mask, which is alright. Okay, and here's the Kappa Demon. The demon is a really, how should I say, the demon is easy. He's an easy fight, but the hard thing about it is that they give you such a tiny little room to maneuver. And there are two of the undead dogs. He's real easy, and let's see. My shield at +4, I believe, can block all of his hits. Even his jump attack it can block. I'm saying I believe, but I'm not sure. I know level 5 can block. Or +5 heater shield, but not the... I don't know if the +4 will work. Okay. Then we came up the stairs, we came up here. If you look down here, there is a undead archer guy that's shooting at me. I don't mess with him. And when we come here, to the right, there is the undead female merchant. And to the left, if you go down here, it is a door, a gate that you open up that will give you a shortcut to the Firelink Shrine and the waterway. Shortcut open, so we are good. That's all I want to do, just open up the shortcut so I can get through there pretty easily. And like I said, this game is filled with shortcuts. Every time you turn around, there's a shortcut. And then you can open up that shortcut when you get to a certain point. I'm just going to talk with her so I can get something. Yeah, she is pretty creepy. Okay, the headband would have been nice to have that as an item. Just have a headband for your character. Okay, I'm just showing you what we have here, and I'm going to at least pick up 2 of these. The blooming purple moss clumps. They will help you later on in the game. Well, to the next level we're going to. The charcoal pine resin, it adds fire damage to your right hand weapon. If your right hand weapon is a normal weapon, is a weapon that can be leveled up normally with titanite shards. But if it is another kind of weapon, like a magic or an enchanted weapon, well, pretty much if it does not level up with titanite shards, then those will not work. Except for these 2 weapons is the obelisk sword and the great or the dragon king great axe or something like that. Yeah, those are the only 2. Make sure you and come back up here. Make sure your health is full. Get that out of my inventory. Put this here. Use it. And it makes your sword look like a magic flaming sword. Okay, now the demon. Okay, roll out of the demon's way. Make sure you don't get hurt. Kill the dogs. The dogs are the worst part about this fight. It is an easy fight. Unless the dogs trap you, because that is the worst thing about this fight are the dogs. No other thing is hard about the fight besides the dogs. Because they trap you, they get you in a bad position. But once you kill the dogs, you are good. You don't have to worry about them, and you can fight the demon without pretty much getting hit once. And that was a prime example of the freaking damn dogs that screw everything up. But like FromSoft, they love to troll the player. That's the reason why there's so many things that are extremely annoying in the game, because they like to troll the player. And that was a prime example of them trolling the player. They put you in a tiny little room that you can hardly move around. They bring up two dogs that do their best to dodge every attack that you have, and then you have the demon. That's a hard hitter. Hopefully I can get this in time so I can end this episode at a proper time. Then run straight across as fast as you can. Take out these thieves one at a time. Oh, really? Alright, let's hope we can actually kill them this time. Health, everything. Wolf ring gone. There, now we can actually take this guy out. I just want to get my souls first. Once the dogs are out, just wait for him. Just watch his attacks, because he has kind of a slow recovery time, enough so he can put one hit in. Just watch his little combos that he like to do. Pretty much every time I hit, just watch out for his combos. And then you can hit exactly when I hit. And he should go down probably in one more hit. And he's down. That's how you take out the Kappa Demon. Alright. And now back here to take out the thief so I can show you where to go, because we just got the depths key. No. Okay. Now we are going here. We're just going to stop at the beginning of the depths. Pick up that, and then come over here. And this is the door to the depths. Open up, use key to the depths. And then I'm going to end this episode right here, and thanks for watching, everybody.